Easter was our final day in our sermon series, Life in Exile, which means that we'll be starting a new sermon series. And I'm happy to announce that we'll be starting this sermon series on Paul's letter to the Ephesians. And with the letter of Ephesians, I want to ask the question, what's the big idea? Now, the letter of Ephesians is all about God and his relationship to his church, or as it's called in Ephesians, the bride of Christ. Now, the book can be divided into two sections. The first section is all about what God has done for the church through Jesus Christ. And the second section of the book is about what God is doing through the church. Therefore, we must recognize that God's movement is our action on earth. So let me unpack that statement briefly. Ephesians 1 through 4 is all about what God has done for the church through Jesus Christ on a cosmic level. Words and phrases such as predestination and the heavenly place, destiny, and the fullness of time come up more than frequently. These chapters capture the movement of the divine before the genesis of the cosmos. The movement of God tells us of God's intention for humanity. God's movement was towards perfect harmony between the divine and humanity. But as you know, the story goes on, and paradise is short-lived. But that's not the end of the story. You see, Ephesians 1 through 4 tells of the continuing story of God's rescue plan for the entire cosmos. And his plan was, is, and always will be Jesus Christ and his church. Now, the second part of Ephesians, Ephesians 5 through 6, is all about our action on earth. As beings made in the image of God, we have been called to reflect God's presence on earth as it is in heaven. Therefore, God's movement should lead to our action. This portion of the letter reveals the answer to the question, what does it mean to live as the church? Now, ultimately, Ephesians is all about Jesus Christ and the cosmic people of God. The question is, are we up to the task? If God's movement is our action, then our calling is one of cosmic proportions. I hope you join us at Twin Oaks Christian Church as we explore what it means to be the cosmic people of God.